little baby African, yes. Africana. How to the people.
You're supposed to do it with me.
We be cool.
Yes.
Y'all like my earrings? All right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cuttin.
I'm Cuttin.
You Cuttin.
Hey, Cuttin. We ready. All right.
So our first few episodes will still be like introductory.
Telling you a little bit more about ourselves, and like a little bit more will probably come out each episode.
Right.
So
to kind of like continue the last video about me moving to a new state.
What's the state?
North Kakalaki. Anyway, we kind of wanted to like share a little bit of info about that. We're both from Baltimore, Maryland.
We both from Baltimore. Okay, go ahead.
Baltimore. We both from Baltimore.
Yeah, we is.
Baltimore, Murderland. You never heard that? Murderland? Bodymore, Murderland? You never heard that?
No. Don't be doing us like that, y'all. Don't do us like that. We from Baltimore.
I'm from Bodymore, Murderland, which is why I no longer live there. So I have been trying to get away from Baltimore since before I graduated high school.
Which was in what year?
Mind your business.
The people want to know. This is raw and uncut. 2005. Ooh, dang. 2005 is when you graduated?
Yeah, what the
Dang,
hell?
I'm old.
Ooh! I was trying to figure out what you was trying to say with that.
I'm on the old side.
Anyway, every time I like tried to get away, like I was this close to getting away,
something pulled you back.
Something or someone
pulled you back.
What
you supposed to do like this with me. You supposed to say, no, you supposed to your body's supposed to do like this. Yeah. Come on. Pulled you back.
I'm cutting that out.
Why? I like it. Pulled you back.
All right. Something or someone stopped me from moving. The last thing was Sasha. I was actually on my way out. I met her and I decided to stay. And then once I finally got her on board with moving, bam, COVID happened. COVID happened, shut down everything. But
you here now. We here.
No, but we made it.
We here. I always got something for something.
You do. Me and Sasha do that. Oh. Anyway, in November, I came down for Thanksgiving. At Cuttin's.
Cuttin.
I think Sasha came down maybe 1 or 2 days after.
The day after.
Oh, the day after. We just rent, so I'm obsessed with house hunting.
Already got a place to stay. She just be going to open houses and stuff.
That's like weird. It. No, it's not. People do that.
People like who? Like you?
If you do the same thing, comment down below. I'm not alone. It's really people who do that. Thank you. I don't ever really plan on buying a home. At least not for myself.
A tiny home.
Hey!
Tiny home nation.
Yes! Anyway, we came down and just randomly started looking for homes. And we found this one. This is my house. Oh, I should do a tour.
I ain't doing no tour address police.
They don't have to know where I live.
We're going to talk about that in a later episode. Okay.
I don't like people knowing where I live.
Like nobody. Like not even her family. Like if they be like, I'm going to come to your house one day, what's your address? Or, you know, she'll be like, well, when you
Let
come
me know.
I give it to you when you
That's
come.
my thing. Like, I don't like people knowing my address.
No, she don't.
Anywho, we applied for this house and like days later we were approved. And
it was the next day, wasn't it?
It probably was. It probably was. Like, it happened so fast, and COVID was still like
going on. It was
like
still like
very
high.
new. Yeah, like it was very new. So we moved down, and we've been here since technically December of 2020. In the middle of a pandemic, we were able to move, and I honestly think it was one of the best decisions I've made in a long time.
Why? Because you here with me. Because we belong together.
You want me to leave that?
You can.
Just because it's something that I've wanted to do for so long. And what happened was, for a long time, I stayed in Baltimore because of other people. Relationships, friendships, my grandmothers, my great-grandmother. I stayed for everybody else. Like, I stayed to make everybody else happy. And I just put my own happiness aside. So, in 2019, I decided...
You was booking out of there.
I decided that I'm going to do what makes me happy. And that was to finally up and move in 2020. But then COVID happened. So it was like every time I go to do something for myself, something always happens. When we got this house, I was like, this is it.
It's meant to be.
It has to be. Like, it happened so quick. And again, in the middle of a pandemic. Like, so that was a blessing for me. We'll have Sasha come say how, it affected her one of these days. But it's not easy moving your whole life from one place where you've spent your whole life to a whole new place.
Easy at all.
So in the beginning, it was hard.
I think in the beginning it was hard because of the job that you had at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
That made it a little bit more like harder for you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't
Everything else was perfect.
Yeah, but you didn't like the job.
But it was hard for me to leave where I was working because I hated that place.
You disliked it very strongly.
I hated it. Okay? Hated it. So, like I said, it was definitely an adjustment for everybody involved. However, the struggle, we had different struggles.
In the meantime, I was pumped because I was here by myself for a little minute.
So when did you come down?
I came in 2013, June 2000. No, was it 2000? Yes, June 2013.
Wow.
Okay. And I did not want to come here. I was
Really?
dead set against it. Yes.
Oh.
But I didn't want to leave Granny. That was my my deciding factor. Like, I didn't want to leave her. But then once she said, you don't got to worry about me, you can go, then I was kind of like, but
Yep.
my husband, he was like, this is Bodymore, I'm out of here.
That was me. I was ready to leave a long time ago.
It was a big adjustment. See, the difference, I think, in the adjustments is I have children and you don't.
However, we did move down here with Tati.
Yeah.
So that was still...
I wish that Tati had the experience of, like, now going into school and meeting new friends.
I agree. I think COVID messed that up for her. Like, it
definitely did.
It was a blessing to be able to move while COVID was still, such a big issue. But I also think it ruined a lot of the experience. Like, we still don't have friends here. Not that I'm a big, social
friend. Friend.
But you don't count.
Ding, ding, ding.
You don't count. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying.
But you know what? I guess because, I don't know. I'm not going to say it was easy for me to make friends, but, like...
I'm sure it was easier.
Why do you say that?
Because you are that type of person.
What type of person is that?
You are that... I don't know. I'll come back to it.
What?
I don't know. You're like more social.
Oh.
Sociable.
Oh.
All that.
I know. People just be like, hey, girl.
Okay. And you be like, hey, Cuttin.
Hey. What's up?
You do not be like that.
I be like, hey, girl. What's up?
And then next week, that's my friend. Like, that's you.
Yeah, that is me.
That's not me or Sasha. Like, it would be you, then Sasha, then me. But it's hard to meet people. One, because I don't have time to worry about catching stuff.
COVID, first of all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have. I'm
so
still
when I first
scared
moved
to be
down here,
around
it wasn't no
people.
COVID and all that. So I had all those years to kind of, make some friends.
I wish.
Someone was a little raggedy, ended up being a little raggedy, but that's fine.
I wish, like I said, I'm so happy and I feel blessed to have been able to make the move and transition. Not easily, but I mean, I think it's getting better.
It was fairly easy.
It's getting better now. I just think that if COVID wasn't a thing, the transition would have been a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
One, working from home, you don't even get to learn the new area, the neighborhood. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you're also secluded from people even more so than
you don't even know the people you work with.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I worked with the same bleeps that I worked with.
When you first got down here,
yeah. Mm-hmm. I've only been at my new job for like 2 months. 2 months? Yeah, it's only been 2 months. And we've been here for 9. So I was at my old job for 7 months. Yes. It's almost been a year.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you seem like it.
I know. Because it's been fun. I guess this episode was really just to, what was this episode for?
It's talking about how we relocated. Well, let me say this real quick. So when I relocated here, I didn't talk to anybody for like 2 years straight. Like none of my friends, like some of my family. I talk to my sister every day, but other than that, I did not talk to anybody for 2 years straight. It just took a big adjustment because I felt like, nobody was calling to check on me saying, hey, how you doing? How are you adjusting? Nobody.
The family situation is kind of different. I honestly miss my family more than I ever thought I would.
Really?
I do. Oh. Like, that's crazy, right? Yeah. Like, if the drive wasn't so long, I would probably see my family more. I think it's just because being away makes you realize how much being together, how important it is.
The only people that I missed when I came down here was my father and my sister and my nieces and nephew, but that was about it.
You ain't miss Rose?
Yeah, of course.
No, you miss Rose.
Of course.
You should have said her first.
Of course, her first. Like, that's an automatic. Like, anybody who know me, no.
Then you need to rewind and put Rose first.
So when I first came down here, the people that I missed the most was my grandmother, Miss Rose.
No, you miss Rose.
But that was the only people.
Yeah, it's crazy. I missed everybody. And it's kind of weird for me because I'm the type of person I can be alone and be okay. Mm-hmm. And I can probably really miss somebody.
And it'd be a few hours, I'd be like, you ain't called me today. Let me FaceTime her and see what she's doing at work. Make sure
I can miss somebody a hell of a whole lot.
But don't call them.
But still be okay. And so, like,
I don't understand how you do that.
I'm a Virgo. I guess.
I don't. It's okay.
Anyway, like I'm actually miss talking to my mother. Like it feels.
Talking to her in person?
No, on the phone. So it feels different being at home and talking to my mother every day than being here and talking to my mother every day. Because at home, when I'm like 15 minutes away, I'm like, didn't we just talk like 20 minutes ago? But now it's like, oh, my mother calling me back. Like, it's so different.
But for me and Tony, it wasn't no different because when I was up there, we talked 5 and 6 times a day. And then when I'm down here, we talk 5 and 6 times a day. The only difference is, like, we can't get to each other as fast. That's it.
Yeah, it's definitely different for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I look forward sometimes to phone calls from people back at home.
I look forward to going home sometimes. But on the other hand,
I do too now.
My husband does not. We go and
It's
come
the
right
drive.
back.
It's the drive.
To me, I like when I go up there. I like to stay for about 3 or 4 days. You know, like 3 or 4 full days.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about that. How it's never enough time when you go back.
So
home.
this is what I learned. Key factor.
Don't tell nobody.
Number 1, don't tell nobody. Only tell the people that you're going to see when you get there.
Right, but even when you do that, things happen, and you probably still can't. Like,
But people have to realize, okay, family, listen up. When we come home to Baltimore, we have to drive 6.5, 7 hours. So when we get up there, when you say, come see me, we don't feel like it because we done already drove 6.5, 7 hours. It would be easier for you to come see us. That's my theory. If you don't come see me, then you don't want to see me.
I've tried not telling anybody that I'm home. But this is what happens to me. What you want to say?
When you come home and when you post pictures, people be like, you was home and you ain't telling me.
I was going to say that, but also I can tell nobody that I'm going home or that I'm even home when I'm there. But I have to go see my mother. So seeing my mother is just like telling everybody. So
she's going to be like, my daughter girl was
home.
Oh
my God.
I love it. Shout out to Shirley.
I can't not be home and nobody knows because my mother will take a photo and post it immediately. Or if we go out to eat, she will post that immediately.
I get a lot of, oh, you didn't tell me you was coming.
I get that too.
I wish I would have known you were here.
But a lot of times, ain't it from people who like you don't even speak to?
Yeah, on the regular. But and then this is what a thing too. I ain't stopping to see nobody, and that's why I ain't coming to see you. Point blank, heard it.
Okay, she said what she said.
I'm just saying.
I feel you. Yeah. I think it's said. You know how like back in the day, people, you had grandma's house. Oh, we used to have that.
Yeah, grannies. Like when I used to come up, I used to say to Granny every single time.
Love you, Miss Rose. People used to have grandma's house. Like we don't have that anymore. Like grandma is only like what 45 now, and she's still in an apartment. So grandma's like in general, like you don't have those.
Our grandmother was old when we was born. Yeah. She was already like 80. she was an old woman. She was 80 when we was born.
Yeah, you don't. That's the thing. Like you don't have it anymore. You don't have the older,
and you don't have people with like guest rooms, and all that stuff.
Right.
That is null and void.
Because my mama guest room is her living room for me.
So that is null and void right now.
So it's Airbnb or hotels for me. I don't know. I'm happy to be here. Happy about the decision I made. Don't ever see myself going back. Like I told my sister-in-law last night, even if I don't stay here, I'm not going back to Baltimore.
I don't blame you.
I'm not.
It's like it feels so different when you go back home. But after those 3 or 4 days when I stay up there, I'll be like, I'm ready to go home. Because it's so like, I love my house. It's so serene, so relaxing, and you ain't gotta,
Yeah, the last time I went home.
The hustle and bustle of the city.
The last time I went home, the same day, I was ready to come home.
Why?
It was my mother's wedding. I meant the renewal.
Yeah. I
had people coming up to me, so how do you like it? I'm like, I love it, and I'm so ready to go back to it. Like, I like my home. I like, it's just the pace is different. I like it. The
atmosphere is different.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So. That's it, y'all. That's what we got for y'all today.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
We on 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was a lot. But it really does affect people. Like
we getting everybody to come down.
Right.
I would really love for my parents, but then this is crazy. Like I want my parents, but then I say if my parents come, my grandparents gotta come. So I just want everybody to come. In theory. Like I say it now because they're all the way at home and I miss them. But I feel like if that were to actually happen, wouldn't it just be Baltimore all over again?
But I think the atmosphere is different. So when the atmosphere is different, I believe it changes the person a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I'm still hood. Don't ever forget it.
Oh.
But I do feel like I keep it. We ready.
Yeah.
He'll look at
We're
me.
so different. That's so
He'll
funny.
look at me and shake his head and be like, ain't that different?
I can match your energy,
Yeah.
but I'm not naturally like that.
Am I naturally like that?
Yes.
I am.
Yes. So I think going back and watching these episodes is going to be so interesting just because it's like...
I don't think you're that much different. Because
No, it's because I know how to be that. But this is you like all the time.
Is it really?
This is you all the time. This is me with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because when you by yourself, you be a little bit boring.
Ooh! I just be chill.
So listen to music somewhere.
Anyway, that's it for this episode.
That is really how you be though.
It is.
Okay.
Because that's I'm a chill person. Like, that's me naturally.
Me too.
Girl, bye.
I really am.
Nah. That's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. I forgot about that part. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see y'all soon.